He was once a boy, a face among many, barefoot in Bungoma's back streets, kicking dusty footballs, chasing dreams that no one believed in. Then children began to vanish, not with screams, but with soft goodbyes. Some disappeared after football practice, others never made it home. And behind those empty beds stood a boy grown hollow with a smile of a friend and the hands of a killer. This is not just a tale from the shadows. It is a mirror. And when we look into it, we might not see a monster, but ourselves. This is the monster we raised. Welcome to Echoes and Edges with me, Director Vharm. Monsters are not born. They are carved by cruelty. Masten Milimu Wanjala. He was born in the year 2001 in the remote heart of Bungoma County. He never knew stability. Raised in poverty, surrounded by silence. Abandonment became his lullaby, rage his language, loneliness his closest companion. Whispers from the village spoke of beatings endless, brutal and unprovoked. They say he was ignored, that his cries never echoed beyond the rusted roof of his home. A boy abandoned by his family, then by the world. And before he harmed anyone, he had already disappeared, not from sight, but from himself. He didn't steal them, he invited them. In the year 2019, the slums of Nairobi, Shauri Moyo, Majengo, Matopeni began to notice something strange. Boys were vanishing, quietly, without a trace. Masten had reappeared, no longer the broken child, but now a familiar face. He posed as a football coach, cheerful, gentle, patient. He gained trust. He gave hope, and then he poisoned it. He dragged the boys, lured them to abandoned houses, watched them sleep. Some he drained. Slowly, methodically, he drank their blood. The streets cried out. Parents begged, but the cries were too quiet, and the victims too poor. The police delayed, and Masten played God with boys who only wanted to kick a ball and chase dreams. Eventually, he was caught, and when they asked him where the missing were, he told them. Masten led police to 4 shallow graves. 2 of the children had been strangled. 1 had been beaten so badly his skull had caved in. The 4th was too decayed to even name. He confessed to more than 10 murders, and he remembered each one of them. He allegedly told investigators, "I liked watching them suffer. Each body, a dark trophy. Each child, a scar on the face of a forgotten city." Even cages can't hold the forgotten. On July 14, 2021, Masten was arrested and placed in custody at Jogoo Road Police Station. But he was never charged, just held. Then came the night of October 13th. A power blackout, a quiet lapse, and Masten simply disappeared. 3 police officers on duty that night blamed the darkness. But Kenya did not sleep that night. A killer had walked free. The streets trembled, not from footsteps, but from fear, because no one knew where the monster had gone or who he would take next. But he wasn't far. 2 days later, he resurfaced in his birthplace, Muhwea, Bungoma. Someone recognized him. Word spread, a crowd gathered, anger boiled, grief turned into fury. No police, no trial, only sticks, stones, fire in their eyes. Masten was dragged, beaten, torn apart by the very people who raised him. When it was over, his body was barely recognizable, and his own parents said, "He is no longer ours." He died a ghost in the village that birthed him, the final breath of a boy no one wanted to claim. This is not just the story of a killer. This is the story of a system that breeds silence. The boys Masten killed were from the slums. Their parents were dismissed, their lives undervalued, their screams lost beneath the roar of a city that only listens to the rich. And Masten himself, a victim once, a warning now. His trauma was untreated, his evil unnoticed, until it became headline horror. The system did not just fail, it abandoned. And even now, with Masten Wanjala dead and buried, you must ask, how many more monsters have we raised? Not in the shadows, but in broad daylight. Laughing, smiling, and waiting. He was a boy once, before the silence swallowed him, before he learned how to make others disappear. We called him evil, but never asked where he came from. This story is not just about what he did, it's about what we did not. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Feel free to give your suggestions. It was with me, Director Vharm. Bye.